Well, hello there. It's great to see that you joined the local client takeover Facebook group. It's great to see that you want to work on your lead generation business or your business overall, or you just want more clients. So the reason of myself coming into this course and contributing this starting video to you guys is that I want to teach you how to use AdWords as a lead generation machine so you can get practically immediate results overnight. I have prepared this small mind map to show you how you can actually predict what's going to happen and see the route which we're gonna take around that. If you have any questions about this initial video or about any other AdWords questions which you may have, you're welcome to post them into the group, and I will be gladly to answer them for you. So in regards to immediate results, AdWords can be used for any type of business. There are a couple of things which AdWords doesn't allow, but there are still some ways around that. But in general, it can still be used for any type of business or for any type of product. I use it all the time. I promote information products, and I even do affiliate marketing in foreign countries still. There is a much more skeptic mindset about AdWords working and about AdWords not working and about melting a credit card sometimes. So it has gotten to see that many cost per clicks are $50, $60 a click for just one visitor to your landing page. But again, if those $60 will return in around $200 of profit, or if you will need 10 clicks at $600 to get a client for a business that will give you $10,000 for your business or for your client, then it's going to be totally something different. It's going to make a lot of sense. Many times when I talk to different people in conferences or just in any other place, I ask them about their KPIs, either in regards to offline marketing or to online marketing, and the answer I normally get is I don't know, or we are not sure, or we are not measuring that. So there are a couple of things in regards to offline marketing. Let's say you have a client which is a big retail store, and they put media buys out there on the main websites or on the billboards on the nearest highway, for example. I'm sure you have seen that in regards to hotels or in regards to McDonald's, which places up high, the M very, very high, so people see it from the highway, or you see different supermarkets. And when you actually go there and you speak to a VP of marketing or something, they will be able to tell you, yes, the billboard in this area is getting me a lot of results, but he won't be able to tell you exactly how much leads and how much people he's actually getting from that initiative, or how it is working in regards to brand performance. That's 90% of the cases, and what I have seen until now. And I'm working again in a foreign country with pretty big companies, such as with an airline. And when I came into that airline, they had no idea in regards to their ROI or how it was actually being measured. In regards to online marketing, though, we need to be talking about three main KPIs, which are the ones I use at least. So the return on your ad spend. Let's say you invest $2 into a landing page, or $5 or $10 or $20, depending on the niche you're in. So the main objective you have to focus on is that if you invest $2, you need to get at least $4 back. And that's what I tell a client. You need to get an ROI of 2 to 1 on your investment, right? At the beginning, when you're in testing phase, what makes Google AdWords really a hidden gold mine is that many people don't know how to test. So that's why many people just spend $100, $200 into AdWords, and then they say, okay, this is not working. Let's move on. Let's do SEO or something else, which is still fine and gets you leads, but you need immediate results, and you need to start testing what keywords are actually going to give you the best results for search engine optimization, so you have money well spent. So first thing, return on ad spend. So how much did you have to spend on one specific keyword to get one client, or to get one lead, or to get one sale, or to be profitable for your business? Might be brand recognition, or your conversion might be to look at a video, for example. Looking at the video might mean for your business or for your client that's worth $50 to you, because you're giving out a lot of information and you're educating them about something. The second part, which a lot of people miss within their AdWords account and without being in their AdWords account, is the impression share. So how many impressions or how many traffic are you actually getting from the keyword you're placing in? So the reason why I place this on the slide is just to tell you, let's say the impression share which a keyword is obtaining in regards to your budget or in regards to your ad rank. So we will be talking about that in future videos. But simply in regards to impression share, you will be able to see if the quality of your ad is actually triggering you at a competitive cost, or you're just spending a lot of money where it's even not necessary. So it's a pretty cool benchmark for you to compare it to. And finally, it is really not about the traffic. I'm able in many niches where people are spending $1, $1.20, I may be able to get 50% or 60% of that cost per click by placing my quality score up or something like that. But sometimes I just even pay $1. I just spend $10 on that keyword because I know it's very profitable for me. And it's gonna get me a lot of results, which the traffic at 0.60 or 0.50 wouldn't be giving me. So it's not about the traffic. I currently manage accounts where I get clicks at 20, 30, 40 bucks, and it's still very profitable for me because I know that within 4 clicks or 5 clicks, I have 1 conversion for that person. So that, just to sum up this part, Google AdWords, if used correctly, if tested correctly, can bring you immediate results in regards to leads, regardless of the business you're in. Just try to erase that skeptic mindset. So let me walk you through what we're going to cover in the next few videos. This initial video is just to give you an overview of what AdWords can do for you and on what we're actually going to teach you within the next videos. So let's go into this, getting to know your customer. So many people actually don't know who their actual customer is, what he does, what is it all about. So I'm going to give you a set of questions which you can go and ask your client, or you can ask yourself if you are within your business. And if you get stuck on that at the beginning, it's fine. Just post it onto the Facebook group, and we can help you out with that. So what does your customer absolutely love? When he goes into the supermarket, what is the first thing he wants to buy? When he goes into an airline, what's his favorite seat? What makes him sad? What makes him worried? What are his most biggest passions? What does he die for? Is it a football team, or is it McDonald's, or is it going to the cinema on Saturdays with his wife? What are his real passions? What does he really die for? What's his highest priority needs? So if we go back really to philosophy class or something like that, and we look at the Maslow hierarchy of needs, we know that the main basic needs of us is to breathe, to drink water, etc., etc. But if we go up and we look at entertainment and we look at things which will actually help that person's self-esteem, what are the most highest priority needs that person needs for himself, kind of? And what does he absolutely hate? So what doesn't he like to eat? Where doesn't he like to go? What weather doesn't he like? Right? So don't think about your product yet. Think about the person who would potentially buy your product and what he actually loves, what makes him sad, what makes him worried, what makes him happy, etc., etc., etc. Just brainstorm it on a chalkboard or in your notepad or on your computer or in a Word document, anywhere. And you will end up with a lot of items which will prove very valuable to you and which will make a lot of sense after a couple of other videos. Just start off with that, and let's go from there. Again, it will make more sense when we dive into this video. This is going to be a separate video and a separate one, me talking. So in regards to AdWords structure, there is a lot of things out there called in regards to keyword research, market samurai, and things like that. I'm going to advise you on something. Just at the beginning, for PPC, use the Google keyword tool. Don't use anything else. There are no magic tricks in regards to keyword research of getting cheaper clicks or of anything. It just ties everything. Getting to know your customer, as we were talking up here, together with this is what's getting you results. It's what's going to make you profit. We're going to be talking about keyword research in a much more deeper way. I'm actually going to show you how to use keywords in Google and how to construct your account in regards to getting keywords that people are actually searching for. So there's always a difference between the actual keywords which you find in Google, such as, for example, dentist in Pennsylvania. That's the actual keyword. But there are going to be a lot of search queries behind that, which what people are actually searching for within Google. So just think about it. Every person has a different mindset. So not all of those persons are going to be typing the exact same keyword into the search engine. They're actually going to type it in differently, and that's why Google has created the different match types. The exact match type, which now also allows close variation, so we need to be very careful with that one. The phrase match, where your keyword will actually be in a phrase if it's more than 2 words, of course, and the modified broad and broad match, which will make that your keyword is highly relevant, or will have different misspellings or misvariations. But again, we will dive deeper into that in the AdWords structure. But to sum it up, it will be a process and a key to actually find trends of what your customers are looking for, so you can nail down on those trends and you just don't use a specific keyword to generate leads. And that's where the gold mine is, because that's where your real leads are in. Right? That's where we will focus on. After that, we're going to go into campaign setup. We're going to talk about locations, where is your business located, and how to set it up in AdWords, and how to have a winning campaign structure just from the beginning, which will give you very valuable data in regards to what's working and what's not. And finally, we will sum up again with keyword research, and we will start organizing those keywords into themes and making sure it gives us the best results. Again, if you have any initial questions about this, just let me know and we'll take it from there. After you know that AdWords just works. The AdWords structure just gives you the traffic, just gives you the account structure. After that, we're going to talk about landing page experience. So this is the headache for a lot of people, but it actually gets really simple at the beginning. So it depends how you want to go. If your client has a good testing budget, which is normally the best way to go to generate the most profitable leads, it's good to have a defined structure on that page, test different copies, and start asking yourself how to convert those traffic into buyers. But if you need leads immediately, which is most likely the case for many of you, there's still a couple of things which we can tweak and which we can do to increase your chances of getting leads very quickly. For example, just using every click as a single phone call for you. It might get a little bit tricky, and if you're working with a bigger client, I always recommend asking him for a testing budget to have sufficient data to back it up and to actually show him what his trends in his market are, and how you can best accommodate it to success. So we're going to talk about overall landing page experience, how to craft a landing page, and I'm going to share with you what has brought me results until now, and what has been working and what hasn't been working. Then you can apply it, and you can also share your expertise, and we can take it from there. Again, this is going to be another separate video again. Then in regards to ongoing testing, once we have this two down, we will need to see conversions, right? And to see conversions, we need to test stuff, and we need to make sure it works, and we need to take immediate corrective action. So we will work with you on a profitable account. That's what we need to achieve. We need to get you to a profitable account which will deliver leads to you at a price which will be profitable for your client or for yourself if you're selling them, or for yourself if you just need them for your business. Additionally of that, we will be talking about quality score, which is normally the highest KPI with which Google determines the cost per click. I'm actually going to tell you the format for quality score and how quality score is calculated, so you actually start thinking about how Google thinks and how Google interacts in regards to everything. And finally, we will be talking about split testing, not only of ads, but of landing pages, of keywords, on how to break the initial campaign structure once it becomes profitable, and on seeing what you can do to have the best success. So as you can see, it's practically 4 videos which are going to place you on the route for success and which are going to give you a lot of instruction on how to go from here, right? Because this is going to give you results, let's say, in 3 or 4 days while you're still working on your SEO efforts. And that's great, because that's what you need. You need immediate results for your clients, or you need immediate results for your business. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and if you have any questions in the meantime, just make sure you post them into the Facebook group. Thanks a lot.